What is your name?
Miracle.
How old are you?
26.
What's your relationship status?
I am dating someone
How long have you been dating that person?
for about a year and a half now.
How did you meet him?
Dating apps,
Hinge?
Tinder.
Red flag. Do you think meeting people on Tinder is still a good choice?
Kinda so. It really depends on you as a person. During my time on Tinder, I got a lot of, "You're not gonna find real love on here." Mostly from men, but I think I found my real love, so
Did he send the first message?
he did.
What did he say? Do you remember?
So not to go into too many details of what my Tinder bio said when I was on it, but he responded to that and was kind of like, take that out because I don't want other boys to know.
So he referred to something about you and then he brought it up.
Yes,
Did you like that?
I did like that.
You like that? On the first day with your man, did he pay the bill?
Yeah, he did. We went out to dinner and he bought me dinner. And they messed up my dinner, so he talked to the waiter about it for me.
You think men should be leaders and pay for the bill all the time?
Kind of so. We both pay for dinner here and there. It really depends. You know, I know that he isn't a millionaire right now, and we kind of make similar amounts of money, so he pays when he has it, I pay when I have it. Sometimes we'll talk about it, otherwise whoever's got it's got it.
Do you ultimately want your man to be your provider?
Yes.
Like full financial responsibility?
Not necessarily, just because that would mean that I'm not necessarily taking care of anything financially, and I want to be the one working realistically. So I would like to help pay for some of the bills. It would be nice if he can make it so I don't have to worry about any bills, but I would like to provide also.
If you started a family with this man, would you want to be a stay-at-home mom?
Maybe for the first few years, just for the baby's sake.
Yeah.
But when it hits about 5, I'm trying to get back out there.
For what reason?
Just because I don't want to be in the house with a kid for like 18 years. Doesn't sound that much fun to me personally. I would love there to be there when like crucial development years, but after that, once they're in school, I'd like to get back out there too.
Would you want them to go to daycares?
Not necessarily, just because the stories I hear, no thank you. I really hope that I could either rely on my parents to help or just someone, maybe a babysitter or a nanny that is very reliable, someone I know.
Do you think like people that share your values should help you raise your kids, like family members instead of strangers?
Yes, definitely. I definitely prefer my family members to be helping me rather than strangers, because you never know.
He's a 10 out of 10, but he voted for Donald Trump.
He's not a 10 out of 10 for me, unfortunately.
Is that just, you'd never look his way if you found that out?
Yeah, probably. And if I did find it out later on in the relationship, I'd end it.
Like immediately, or would you talk about it first?
I would talk about it, and then after we talked about it, I would think he's silly and dumb being in a relationship with me, voting for him. But
What about Trump do you not support?
everything, I think he's a rapist criminal, and I don't think he should be president. And I think if he can be president, then why are people not allowed to vote for being felons? And why shouldn't Joe Biden pardon his crackhead son? Might as well. If we have rapists and pedophiles and sex offenders out and they're getting away with it, why not the crackhead son? So yeah,
What is an instant red flag in a man?
either overly sexual or overly angry about things.
So he can't control his emotions?
Pretty much, yeah.
Would you like if a man was a stoic?
I kind of do like when men are like that, but not too much. I like when they can get comfortable and silly and goofy with me.
Stoic is more so that he can handle his emotions. It's
Oh.
not that he's like stone cold killer all the time.
Then, yeah, I would definitely prefer that he can handle his emotions. Just, that's for anyone, though.
So a guy that's very masculine, you'd like that? Like a gym bro?
Not necessarily. I do like the masculine, and I would say my man, he is a mixture of super masculine and just a tad bit of feminine, which I think makes him perfect. Just because I can definitely rely on him being tough and intense and protecting me, but also he's not so tough and intense that it's weird or I can't mention certain things without him getting mad at me.
Do you care about his physique?
Not so much. I do like that he has big buff arms, but he doesn't have to be like shredded or anything.
So as long as he works out and he's active, you're okay with it?
Yeah.
He doesn't need to have like an 8-pack?
No, not at all.
What's your astrology sign?
I'm a Scorpio.
Seriously? And what's his?
He's a Libra.
Not compatible. Not compatible.